And our guest, Jim Randall, welcome.
Thank you.
You know, I was thinking about the last time I saw you, Jim. Do you remember where that was?
I do.
We were in a magnificent home, about 8,000 square feet, and on the market for approximately $4 million. It may just be a good time not to be glum, but to get on with our lives. Is geothermal the wave of the future? I mean, is this something I'm going to be selling in houses 10 years from now? Why don't you tell us a little bit how you got into this, how you became a banker, progressive term. Explain that, the new conforming amount. Do you have any advice? What do you see the role today of the attorney in a real estate transaction? What is the cutoff on a good mortgage? Should I take the first offer?
Well, actually last
How
week.
low were they? Why is that? For how long? Very interesting.
So much less than other parts in the,
so
of
I
the
can
country.
say to a client, you can trust me.
Well,
I'm going to rip up this credit card. That was a bad example, but. Well, I guess everybody learned something from that clip. I didn't know that. I have a client who's bought a condo, and he took it out at a 20%, borrowed 10% back out in a home equity, and now the condo market has fallen, so when he sells it, he might have to go into his pocket. So I am not going to be doom and gloom. Real estate remains your best long-term investment, and it is also the only investment that you can live in.
that's right.
Mortgage applications have just soared recently. A lot of them are refinanced, but a lot of them are also new home buyers who are saying, this may be as good as it gets. I had a client who moved to Vegas. Not only do they do checks on the tenant, they now do checks on the landlord to make sure the landlord isn't going to foreclose after they're in there. And it's true. This is not just realtor hype. The phone began to ring. As according to the law, which I happen to have right here, that I wanted to ask you about, I think it's units 4 or less. I tend to read the happy news. We can all read all those terrible headlines and get really depressed and not even want to go into work. My portfolio, which is like
What's left of it.
What's left of it. Traditionally, they're saying that most portfolios are down now 30 to 50%. What you have in the stock market and what you have in investments. But I was thinking about, I happen to own 2 residential properties. They're not down 30 to 50%.
No. 30,
Well, that's what the
40%.
National Association of Realtors keeps saying. And I'm beginning to think it's time to take the plunge and to buy. It's Christmas party time, it's vacation time, school is out. Remember, quote, all down cycles tail off and come to an end. I might dance a little later on in the show. We're going to make it a good year for everyone. Thanks, everybody. Good night. So we're just going to keep it positive through the